Hi, I'm Elaine Harding. Welcome to my blog.stampwithelaine.com and welcome to today's project. Today I'm featuring the Happiness Surrounds photopolymer set. It's only available for a limited time and it won't be available after 30th of November. Today's project is this one. I'll only do one of the cards, but these are little narrow note cards and envelopes, and I've made cards from the Happiness Surround set. So I've only got one more card to make, but these are the different designs, and I've also stamped on the envelopes, and that will make a nice little set to give away as a teacher gift or at the end of term or as a stocking filler. So let's gather our supplies. Now you'll need the narrow note cards and envelopes. I'm only just going to stamp one more card. I'm also using the Christmas Traditions box bundle because I wanted to use this punch. And it only comes with this box. So I thought since I'm using the punch, I might as well use the stamps as well. This is a gorgeous tin for putting cakes in, or even your cards or whatever. You'll find it on the inside cover, the new Autumn Winter catalogue. I'm going to concentrate mostly in this video on how to make the box. You will need a sheet of A4 in grey granite, and this measures 5 1/8 inches by the length of an A4 sheet. And in Europe that's 11 3/4 inches. For the box base you will need a piece that's 7 1/2 inches by 8 inches. In metric that's 19.1 by 20.3 centimeters. For the inside of the box, we will call this the box insert. It's just a tad under 2 3/4 inches by 5 inches. And in metric that will be just a tad under 7 centimeters and 12.7 centimeters. A scrap of Whisper White cardstock, a bit of copper foil. I think I'll punch that out now so that it's all ready. And we need 2 of those. Grey Granite, Mossy Meadow and Merry Merlot, which is all in the neutrals family. For my inks on all my cards. For the embellishments I use the frosted and clear epoxy droplets, some silver metallic thread and the Merry Merlot and copper ribbon. Linen thread. Just add one more card to the set. I haven't used this image yet or this sentiment, so I'm going to do something with this. Mounted my stamp on a B block. I'm going to put some post-it notes just on the crease of this card where it's folded. It's better to lie the card flat when you're stamping than when it's folded, because if it pops up you might smudge your stamping. So let's ink that up. I'm going to switch stamps and stamp some leaves. Then I'm going to stamp Sending Positive Thoughts on the grey granite. Take my punch and punch it out. A metallic thread. Wind it round my fingers several times. Snip off the end, stick it onto a glue dot. Oh, this roll's just finishing. Stick it on the back. Grab some dimensionals and pop them on. Take these off and stick it on my card. Actually, I think I better Put another flower there. I forgot to press record, but I thought that looked a bit bare, so I've added some stamping on it. Forgot to stamp the inside, so I shall stamp the inside and decorate the envelope as well. To follow on with the leaves, I'll just add a little epoxy dot here. We'll set that aside and concentrate on doing the box. We'll start with the box base. You want the grey granite with the short side on top, the 7.5 inches bit at the top, and your first score will be 3/4 of an inch. You can use the smaller end of the stylus, so 3/4 of an inch, 1.5 inches, 2.25 inches, 5.25 inches, 6 inches, and 6.75 inches. In metric, that will be 1.9, 3.8, 5.7, 13.3, 15.2, and 17.1 centimeters. Now rotate your cardstock 90 degrees clockwise, and on the long side, the 8-inch side, you score 3/4 of an inch, 1.5 inches, and then at 6.5 inches and 7.25 inches. In metric, that's 1.9, 3.8, and 16.5 and 18.4 centimeters. While we've got the scoreboard out, you want to take your longer piece of grey granite and only score one end at 3/4 inches. That's 1.9 centimeters. So I've misscored there, so we'll ignore that, okay? And basically we want to cut on these 4 score lines here up to the 3rd score line. So up to that score line. Okay, and then you want to cut a notch and cut along there as well. So these 4 pieces up, like so. You do the same for the opposite end. So cut up to there, cut a notch, and do the same on this side. Now you want to cut these 4 outer rectangles away. Okay. Your box should now look like that. Burnish your score lines. Okay, that goes in as well. But don't bother about burnishing those. Okay. We'll forget about those, but we want to do the long sides here. So fold it all the way in. This one is a mountain fold, but this next one is a valley fold. So you fold it toward you. Turn it over, fold that all in. Next one is a mountain fold, and then this one, fold it towards you into a valley fold. Next you want to fold these 2 edges in at the end, then bring these flaps in to the center of the box, like so. Okay, then fold that in. And do the same on the opposite side. that piece we needed. That's to put inside the box to make it nice and neat. Now we want to make the slide on and off box lid. So remember you pre-scored that at 3/4 inches. We'll wrap it round your box like so. Okay, put it upside down so then you can fold that up. And that gives you an idea where that goes. So then butt up the lines there and there so they match, so it's not crooked, and reinforce that line. Okay, then you've got that, so you want to bend it again, so do the same. And the reason we're doing it this way is by the time you finish making the box, it's just a tad larger than, with all the folds and things, just a tad larger than the actual measurement of the original measurement of the box. So if you do it this way, you can be sure that it's going to fit. And the last side to do, so you've actually got a double layer here to reinforce it, and you're going to glue this bit to this bit here, and now all your folds are in place, and basically you want to glue the flap here to the inside here, and that will go on top here. Because this is the open side of the box, we're going to actually have a double layer to just make the box more sturdy. Now, if I have any excess, then I'll just trim it off. A nice neat finish. And where the double layer of the cardstock is, I can't even tell where it is. Here, is at the top. Put in your cards. Bring my foam pad back and then stamp it, the label, in grey granite. Punch it out. Thread it through a tapestry needle. Take my copper pieces. I'm going to cut one this way and the other one the opposite way, and also punch out an extra label, and you'll see why in a minute. I'll put a dimensional at the top and bottom edge of the stamped label, like so, and attach one to this end and one at this end, with just a tad showing. Oops. Do you know what? This is giving me grief. Okay, that's better. Put a bit of Tombow glue on the back so I can attach that to the sides. So you don't really want the curve to show from behind, so you only want these side bits to show. And then just to neaten it and make sure that it stays in place, you add this piece. This bit here will sit on the back there to hold it all together. See, there's method in the madness. I'm going to leave that there to dry for a minute. When you glue a foil to the back of something, it will still slip and slide. It doesn't bond immediately, so it's best to set it aside and leave it to dry. So while it's drying, we shall tie a bow. Now it's dry, I'm just going to poke my needle through. It's best to do it here. So just make a loop and tie a knot at the end. You want it big enough for the ribbon to slip through. Snip off the excess. Pop the ribbon through. So there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed today's tutorial. If you do like it, then please give me a thumbs up, subscribe or share on Facebook, and my grateful thanks if you do. If you're watching from YouTube, you'll find the list of supplies I use below this video in the Show More section. They'll also be listed on my blog at blog.stampwithelaine.com. You can find me on Facebook, Pinterest or Instagram. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon. Bye!